Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe. It's so great to have you guys here again. Come on in, take a seat, get comfy, cozy, nice and warm.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe. Where you show us your creativity, your uniqueness out of the box. Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe. Sit back and relax. My love can do us. This is another step, and that ain't nothing but facts. Yeah.
Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe, where you show us your creativity, your uniqueness, out of the box thinking. Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe. Sit back and relax. My love can doers. Those are people who are creatives, artistic, and you're taking a leap into what you want to do. Love can doers. This is a love fest, and that ain't nothing but facts. So let's do exactly that. Sit back, relax, get comfy, cozy, because this night is just for you.
Welcome to Bonita Jewelz Cafe. Come on in, take a seat, get comfortable, and relax. Tonight's special guests are Robin from theemeraldflame.com. It's catering and so much more. Can't wait to see what she has to share with us. And also, we have Megan Johnson. She'll be sharing a little bit of inspiration with us, artistic and uniquely creatives. And last but not least, a special guest.
Hey fam, my name is Bonita Jewelz, and I am the creator of Bonita Jewelz Cafe. I'm super excited that we get to celebrate another episode of artistic and uniquely creative. The whole show is all based on you, me, us. It's based on our creativity and what's inside of the gift. There's a gift in every single one of us. And the great thing about that is this gift can become bigger, smaller. It's endless and limitless to what the possibilities can be. This whole show is based on harvesting that gift. I just want to let you know, as a person that has followed their dreams and desires, it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. It takes being in lack sometimes, and it takes being in abundance sometimes. But you can't have an abundant life without the ups and the downs. I want to congratulate you in advance for taking this step with Bonita Jewelz Cafe.
Let's get to it. Hey, let's get to it. Ain't nothing but to do it. Oh, let's get to it. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Robin with the Emerald Flame. You all can go to theemeraldflame.com, order right online for your prepared meals and your catering for all of your events and all of your gatherings. My motto is comfort food, healthy twist. And that means you can eat all the foods you truly want to eat with a healthy conscience. In moderation, even if you're still eating meat. If you don't want to eat ground beef, you could do ground turkey. You could do ground chicken. You could do ground lamb. There's just different ways you can go with this. Your diet doesn't necessarily mean that you're losing a rapid amount of weight. It means that you're eating a certain amount of foods on a consistent basis, which means it becomes a lifestyle to accomplish the different goals that you want to accomplish. Bonita, I really want to thank you for this opportunity to speak about that I'm passionate about. Cooking indefinitely is one of them, myself and many others and many more to come. And yes, it is our time to shine, and yours as well. I'm proud of you, proud to know you after all these years. It's a great thing that you're doing, and so I thank you for this for sure.
Thank you, Robin, for joining us in this great celebration. It has been great to hear about your business and all that you're doing. So, look, Love Candores, we got to go visit her site, support her, check out and call her up and have a meal made for you or catering. Let's support Robin at the Emerald Flame. Doesn't that look delicious? I know she would love to see you there. Robin, thank you so much because it's your time to shine.
We like what you do.
My name is Megan Johnson, and I help people bring their impossible dreams to life without guilt.
Let's get to it.
Today we have Megan Johnson. She's a life and leadership coach. We're so excited to have you here today. Megan, how are you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to have you come to our show today because I believe that what you're doing is fantastic. You have a beautiful personality and you're just vibrant. You allow people to see the best in them. And so I figured you would be the greatest person to have in this position for today.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Day made.
Let's get to it. Hey, let's
all right. So before we learn more about Megan Johnson, the life and leadership coach, I'd like to ask a few questions for our artistic and uniquely creatives to give them some background on your process to getting to where you are today. So the first question is, what is the affirmation statement or words that you live by?
Oh gosh, there's a handful. I wish you could see my wall in front of me. As a coach, my favorite coaching supply is Post-it. So I've got Post-its everywhere. But one that really resonates with me that I try to lean into any moment I'm feeling afraid or like now isn't the right time to do anything is the affirmation is today works.
Nice.
So, when are you going to actually have that hard conversation? Today works. When are you going to put in notice at your job or go out for a run because you've been saying you're going to for the past 3 months? Today works. So I'm very much someone who believes life is short and that we need to maximize every second that we have. We don't have to wait till January 1 to start a goal. We can do it on a Friday at 4:30. We don't have to wait till Monday. So today works.
What is your gift or your talent, or are you still discovering it?
All of that. Yes. I think what I've discovered, and it's been a breakthrough for me to own this. I've had some really dear friends reflect this to me, and I'm finally starting to step into those shoes and say, yeah, that's me. I think I have a gift with being able to do things, deliver things, to go through life with a sense of grace and bring in a little flavor of audacity.
Let's get to it. Yeah.
I find that that I'm able to say the thing that needs to be said, either to myself or to people, in a way where they hear me. And, I'm able to be with, even if their defenses come up, like actually be with them in that moment and not back down, and really be able to relate to everyone as their greatness, even if they aren't, showing that 100% in the moment, but really seeing that and allowing space for, like, one of the things that's really important to me, especially in leadership, is to make space for our humanity. We're humans first. We're not machines. We're not, I think a lot of times we aim to get it right, and rarely do we get it right. So I actually celebrate those and encourage those to make messes and normalize it, because we spend a lot of energy trying to not make messes. And like, coming back to, life is short. So, let's acknowledge that we all have our ups and downs. We all have our things that make us unique.
Yeah.
And to actually make space for that. I really try to be a soft place for people to land. But also they know, if they say something to me, like, even if it's just this thing they want to do someday, I'm going to be the one that reminded them they said it. I'm going to poke, but it's going to be all from love.
What would you say to your younger self to encourage them that better days are to come, that this is not it, that there's something more for them?
Oh my goodness. I think I would have trusted myself sooner. More of us have this than not. There's some inner inkling, inner knowing, this gut feeling. It might be way down there, and we may try to turn away from it and classify it as that's a pipe dream, that's silly, that's unrealistic, and yet it keeps coming back. And as it keeps coming back, sometimes it's louder. I think my younger self, I looked outside of myself for the answers as to how to do life, what was acceptable, what it meant to be successful, and the alternative, like what it means to be childish, and this isn't how you do things right. And it's just been really freeing to realize that, hey, I can make my own rules. If people don't align with or have issue with how I choose to go through life, that's not my responsibility. That's theirs. And so it's also been cool too that I can choose to take my own path and make my own rules. And do so, again, from that place of grace and ease. It doesn't mean I'm doing it to spite others. There's no chip on my shoulder and saying, hey, I'm going to do it this way. And heck with you if you're not. It's none of that. It's just choosing and allowing for everyone to choose. It's not something I do alone. Like, I surround myself with people who remind me of who I am. And yeah, I don't approach those battles solo, because I forget a lot. Those fears get loud. It doesn't matter how often or how much experience you have with doing this kind of thing. I'm still a human. I know I'm never going to be fearless. It's just what I choose to do in the face of that fear, that it's not always going to be pretty. And that's okay. Like, it doesn't mean that if I'm facing an obstacle or struggling with something or noticing that I'm resisting something, it doesn't mean that something's wrong. It might actually just mean this is how the process goes. I might actually be doing something right.
I hope that you guys are having a great time. I am. It's a wealth of information, and you get to see some great businesses and doing what they do best. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. Tell someone else that there's something out there for their talent and their gift. You can join us here on YouTube channel for Bonita Jewelz Cafe. We're also located on Instagram, and now we're even on TikTok. So come and join us, comment, and spread the word. And we appreciate your support in advance. I created this cafe to reach out to other artistic and uniquely creatives just like myself. I always felt like I was the out of the box type of thinker. I always saw things in more of a yes than a no. So I would creatively do different things that helped me to be my best self. And I wanted to reach out to different people and let them know that there's something about this what I love that they have is the fact that we kind of look at your gift, whatever your gifts might be, big or small in stature, and we see the best in you. And we just encourage you to be creative and unique. So the purpose of the gift is to tell your story. Whatever is inside of this box is a treasure, is uniquely yours, and the possibilities are endless. As you learn more about yourself and you learn about this thing that's inside of you that drives you to do something, it may not make sense now, but it will if you take the opportunities to enhance it, to be who you are, walk in it. I promise you, you'll discover so much about yourself that you didn't even know. Take it from me. So I'm going to close out this beautifully unique, treasured gift that lies within you. There's something special in here. It may sound kind of empty. It may sound like there's so many limits to it. But if you would just open it just a tad, peek inside, open it a little bit more. It's okay. Look inside. Open it even more so that it's exposed so you can discover your best qualities. Treasure your gift. And if you're still trying to discover it, there's nothing wrong with that. There's value, there's determination, there's life in this here. Your gift. What is the name of your company and how can we locate you and all that great stuff?
Sure. Oh my goodness. So it's just Megan Johnson Coaching. You can find me at meganjohnson.coach. There is an H in my first name. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, meganjohnson.coach. A couple other areas I play in. I am a leader with Accomplishment Coaching, which is the organization that trained me to become a coach. And I actually help support incoming coaches in training them. So I just love to pay it forward. I have a group local in the DC Metro called Strong Woman DC, where I host virtual events right now. Try to do that monthly, just spaces for women to come in and share their stories and be seen. And that's an extension of, I'm the author of a blog called Dear Strong Woman that I started years ago as an homage to my grandmother who had passed away from breast cancer. And I was finding I was missing talking to her. So that was kind of where that started. And in sharing my process of going through the grief of losing her and being a mess in front of people, I realized it unlocked just such deeper conversations and connections because we've all got messes we're not talking about.
Right.
So those are the kinds of, those are my playgrounds. Yeah. Oh, I get to have conversations like this with people. It's my favorite thing. Wow. Yeah, I partner with people who are looking to make a change in their life. And a lot of times they come to me or they come to coaching in general after they've done what I was doing years ago, looking outside of themselves for all the answers, whether it's, buying that new planner because the last planner didn't work, or signing up for a new workout program or a new program that somebody's promoting on Instagram. And usually they've tried all the things and they're fed up and they've just put their foot down. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I do with my clients is I don't give them the answers. I will never say that I'm an expert in someone's life. Like as a life coach, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. It feels like a pretty heavy burden. But what I will do is I'll hold a mirror up and reflect to you what you're saying, what you're not saying, ask you the questions to get you look in here, because that's where the answers are. Right. And a lot of times that's where a lot of people will resist coaching as well, because then we can't blame anyone else if we mess it up. It's
Right.
on us. And that's it's much more comfortable to point the fingers outside of ourselves. What we do is we actually come together, we look at where they're at around something in their life, where they want to be, and we come up with the perfect plan that takes place in that gap. And like we write a vision statement, like, oh, the day that I achieve this goal, this is what happens, whether it's like getting a letter in the mail, or this is how I'm celebrating, and this is who's with me, this is what song I'm playing in the background as my anthem, all the things. And then we backtrack. Okay, from that date, what are the different milestones we need to take to get there? How are we rewarding ourselves along the way? Perfect plan, right?
Right.
And then we add the human to it. Like things never go according to plan. So the plan is the thing that has us show up. And then we're constantly looking at, okay, who am I being about this right now? Where am I making my decisions from? Is it from that place of fear that feels really loud and true? Or am I just making that up too? And is there actually something else possible? It's super fun. My favorite thing is when people come in so sure that the world is collapsing around them, or like that all these things are happening. And then they have a shift in their mindset, and they have an aha or something. And suddenly I can hear them on the other end of the phone, sitting up taller, throwing that tire off their back. Like there's just this like, oh, possibility exists. So it's really cool to see my clients approach that wall of fear that often feels like it's a brick wall, and realize it's just actually made out of tissue paper, or it doesn't even exist at all. Something that I think is actually necessary, especially for fellow coaches or consultants or people out there speaking, is that, to show up with the highlight reel, then that becomes the thing that people aspire to, and it's always a little bit out of reach because it's not realistic. But if you can show up as an authority figure in your space and a human at the same time, then people can see themselves in you. In a leadership position within the school that I was at, I was an administrator, and I did a pretty vulnerable post about my own struggles with teacher burnout, sharing my lowest of the low, and what I was doing to combat it. At school at the time, telling me I couldn't do that, like having a sit-down conversation with me saying, hey, you're in a leadership position, you can't talk like that. And it was so clear to me in that moment where I was like, I'm in a leadership position, I have to talk like this.
We like what you do, yeah. Don't stress out.
I want to thank you so much for joining me today to live your life through your best gifts. And I'm definitely going to continue to watch and support you in your endeavors.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you for creating the space for these kinds of conversations. More of this. Like I think we all are hungry for it, even if we don't know it.
We want to thank you for your support. We want to thank you for just joining us in the celebration of artistic and uniquely creatives. Have yourself a happy holiday. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Ooh. So have yourself a merry, happy holiday. Have yourself a merry, happy holiday. It's your time to shine.